is I, Sharon Tal, the Soul Alchemist. Good evening and welcome. Hello, hello. Here we are. Live on Thursday. Good evening. Nahed. Who else is here? If you're here, say hello. Salamu alaikum. Hello, Julianne. Officially Julianne. How are we? Here we go. Nice big sage happening here. Very important night tonight. Hello, Su Cheng. Welcome to Facebook. Welcome to Instagram. We have a few viewers here. I'll wait for a few other people. Buonasera, Ms. Elena. How are we? Wish I knew more languages. I'm actually studying Spanish at the moment. So, hola to those who speak Spanish. Here we go. Let's do some sage. Okay, so how are we? How are we tonight? I hope that everyone are doing well. I'll give it a minute or two and just see who else is here and what is happening. It's been a very fruitful afternoon of planning and doing and being. I've actually been unwell this week, and I have been still a little bit, but I'm getting better. So you can hear my sniffly voice, but that's okay. How are we doing? I hope that everyone are doing well. Hi, Rochelle. I can't see who is on Facebook, so if you're there, say hello. Sorry for not being able to see. Oh, I see Francis joining. That's good. So, how was your week? What's been happening for you? It's been a new moon. It's been New Year, Jewish New Year. And it's been a lot of cleansing. Tomorrow is the Atonement Day. It's been quite an epic week. Actually, this week I've been 25 years in Australia. 25 years and going and counting and being. So this is how we do it. So I hope that everyone are doing well. I hope that things are going well for you. How was your week? Would you like to share? How was your week? What have you been doing? Yeah, 25 years. Epic. Epic, and it's time of reflection for me. And thank you. Usually when I'm a little bit unwell, it gives me a little bit extra time to reflect on the time, on the years, on the being, on the taking the time. Hi, Netanel, Shalom, Ayuni, and Christy. And this is time of reflection. This is time to assess how has been your life, what have you been doing, how things have happened to you. And I always laugh when I look at my crystal collection, and that's one thing that keeps growing. And there's no excuses. It's just children that I collect from across the universe. This is one of my collections. And basically, hey Steph, and basically when you are so that long, it's a quarter of a century really, and it makes things really wow. And tomorrow my cats will be 16 years. Tomorrow they're 8. No, actually they just turned 16. It's been quite an epic week. It's been a year to the massacre in Gaza. So this time last year I was in Thailand, so it wasn't really as pleasant. And basically what is happening and what is the energetic time that we are in is cleansing to atonement. So one of the things that I have been looking Oh, and I've taken the wrong form of what I want to talk about today. Give me 3 seconds. Write to me, Heido, write to me, how have you been? Write to me, how have you been? I've just taken the wrong page. Wait a second. It didn't look good, right? I knew that. Because I know that if I will not talk about what I wanted to talk about, which I know anyway what it will be. Can you still hear me? I hope that you can. Here we go. Sorry, here I am again. I hope that you're still here. Worst migraine, exactly. So from Friday, we had the worst solar flares. And I think that was one of the things that actually made me unwell. There was a lot of energy that was coming through, electromagnetic energy and energy that actually managed to affect us in a way that can lead to headaches, that can lead to stress, that can lead to a lot of challenges within the system. So like I was okay on the Friday, I went out, I grabbed, yes, you have an excuse, keep that excuse, Steph. And I came back and I was talking to a good friend and it could be, I could see, sneeze. Beginning I thought it was hay fever. Immediately it was a chest infection. That's it. Saturday I was gone. Sunday I thought, yeah, I can do it. Monday I was dead in bed. And look, it's happening. I mean, I had to process Hawaii. I know I had to do simple things, but this is on paper, you know. Yes, there's reason. However, what is the deeper reason? What are you letting go of? What are you releasing? And this is where I want your attention. This is about us changing, moving, clearing, and twisting the energy. You're not lazy. Elena, you're the last lazy person that I know. You are processing. And this is about the processing of the energy that you didn't have time to process. So as soon as you're shifting the energies, everything will start to move for you. And it's about purification of the energy. So what would you like to let go for your life? What would you like to release? What would you like to release within yourself? This is the opportunity. This is the energy window, portal of time to allow you to do that. And as you can do that, it's about supporting yourself. And it's about loving yourself. And it's about allowing yourself to connect in the most supporting way to yourself. Does that make sense? Tell me if you're feeling that you're actually processing the energies rather than feeling stagnated with that. Because first of all, yes, Carola, first of all, it's the energy. Second of all, it is the solar flares. It is time for energy. And a lot of us that are empath can feel the other energies of the world. And as soon as you can feel the world energies, you are being affected by it. So we need, you need to be kind to yourself. You need to be kind for yourself and to allow yourself, right? You need to allow yourself to process and to be aware of what's happening there. Now, how many of us actually support other people before they support themselves? If there are any mothers here, if there's any parents here, I know that there's a lot of people saying, no, whatever I do for my family, for my friends, for my clients, for my business, for. But what about for yourself? Okay? When you are supporting yourself, first, it's like you're driving, but what about your car? Is it filled with petrol? Is it filled, the air, the tires, is it all there? Because even if you're driving and you're giving and you're doing for others, you can only go for so far. You can only go, you're already back in Melbourne. You can only drive for so far. 500 kilometers, 800 kilometers, you're on diesel, 1,000. That's it. That's the end. You need to allow yourself to come into your energy, to come into your own support, right? So what is it that you need in order to support yourself, right? What is it that you need to allow yourself to connect into your own needs? So this is where we need to purify our energy. This is where we need to connect and shift the energy back to ourselves. And only when we give to ourselves, we can then afford to give to others. Does that make sense? Because if you don't give to yourself, you can't give to anyone else. You'll be effed. You'll be gone. Does that make sense? Now, I'm here for you, for me as well. And it's funny, today I had a session, a healing with a friend. She gifted me for my birthday, and she's glorious. And she said, I never asked for myself. This is unfortunately, right? Always last. See? And she's like, the angels, God, ask you to ask for yourself, and they put you, and they give you the client to do the healing, because when you're doing the healing, you ask for the clients. You ask for God and the angels to come and to support, right? Exactly right, Catherine. So she's like, yep. As soon as you will ask for them, you only ask for yourself. But as soon as, if we start to ask by ourselves, and it's not about being greedy, it's about asking for what you need. I ask for healing, I ask for support, I ask for, because otherwise you can't just do it all by yourself. And, I sat here, and last night, I was sitting and I was reflecting. I'm watching this series that I started to watch, but then I got connected to the second and third season. And if you know what it is, then ask me what it is. And I was looking, I was basically looking at this collection of crystals, and there's more, and there's more. And I remembered when I actually started my collection, and I was 25 or 26 years old in Tel Aviv. It was more than half of my life ago. I'm 54. And I remember the excitation that I had in collecting one crystal and another crystal and another crystal. And then more crystals. And then I actually purchased a collection of someone. And from here to there, I'm a crystaholic addict. Hi, my name is Sharon, and I'm an addict for crystals. And at least it's a positive one. And if any of you have been in Atlantis in their past life, we're just connecting and making it more homish, because that's what we are anyway. So I've reflected, and I'm like, how does one actually assess and appreciate what they have achieved, what they have accumulated? I was reflecting on the 25 years in Australia. And then I'm 54, so I had my birthday a month ago. So then you assess, what have you achieved in the 54 years, or whatever young or old that you are. And it's like, it is so, in a way, comforting to sit and to be and to say, you know what, you're a good person, you've done well done, keep going. But if you don't stop and acknowledge, I had a client yesterday, and she's like a superstar on steroids. Testosterone, steroids, unbelievable. And I'm like, yo, did you stop and appreciate what you've achieved? How much you've achieved? How much you have let go? How much you have done? Even when people come to see me for healing, I don't heal you. I enable your own healing. I am not God. There's only God. I would like to think that I'm a vessel to God's work. But that's it, right? I would pray that I am worthy to become that and to allow the light of God to come through. And she's like, no, I haven't. I'm like, so stop. We stopped the session. I'm like, stop. And let's appreciate for 30 seconds. So what if we will take now? Can we do now, unless you're driving, 30 seconds of appreciation of what have you achieved? What have you done? How amazing is it? Perhaps you're not where you want to be yet, or you're not with the person that you want to be, or you're not in the job that you want to be, or you're not driving the dream car that you want to drive. Yet, look how much you have achieved. Let's look at the positives of what you have achieved. Ready? I'm taking time. 30 seconds, go. Appreciation. You've studied this, you're working in this, you are actually driving or not. You have a roof over your head, you have food in your fridge, you have some money in your account, you have people that you love, you have maybe pets, you have children, you have parents. How lucky are you? You're not even half time. What did you see? Okay, done. What do you see? What do you love? What can you be happy for? Yes, Rochelle, so good to see you. Do you know that the actual time that you don't do, you actually process everything and you enable your vessel to receive? You enable yourself to receive. So when you said, Elena, that you were lazy, you're not. You enabled yourself to receive. I was so dead, I couldn't move. I actually had time to reflect. Not... Write to me. What did you feel? What are you grateful for? What have you done? Catherine, you just did a trip in half of Australia on the caravan. How grateful. Retired. Own my house and car. No money, but happy. Perfect. Beautiful. What else are you grateful for? What are you grateful for? What have you achieved? What are you happy? And it doesn't matter. It's funny. Today I drove to the market and my friend was driving and I've looked at the first apartment that I've lived in 25 years ago. And I was like, wow, how many things. It's still in Caulfield. I've just been in Caulfield for 25 years. But within that was my base. To go to Hawaii 3 times, to go to Israel many times, to go to other countries, to travel, to come back. Australia is my home. Israel is my homeland, but Australia is my home. 7 weeks of freedom with your beautiful husband, reconnecting, rekindling, honeymooning again. Hey, Liv. Relationship with your hubby and kids, all the beautiful ideas and taking action, beautiful. Daily fresh air, you live near the beach, beautiful. So, and it's the simple things in life that will really make you work and gorgeous, and the reason to get up, being healthy, being able to care for others with and what a heart, Amanda. And this is what I'm talking about. Every day, when you wake up, you wash your face, you brush your teeth, smile to yourself. Those who do my course, do you remember? Smile, say hello to yourself. Learning to love yourself is the greatest love of all, by the way. So this is how we are purifying the energy. And tomorrow, it's a day of atonement. And what is the atonement? A lot of people think, oh yeah, I fought with this one and I fought with this one and I need to ask for forgiveness. Forgive yourself Forgive yourself for being a douchebag. Forgive yourself for not standing in your potential. Forgive yourself for being so harsh on yourself. Forgive yourself for taking guilt that is not yours. Forgive yourself for blaming yourself. Take responsibility, but forgive and love yourself. Now, what is self-love? How does it come? It comes by you allowing yourself to connect, to love, to be free. The word is freedom. Okay? And I've created the I Am Love. And by the way, who is coming to the Mind, Body, Spirit in November? I want to read to you about love. Love is one of my first elixirs. One of the first one. Konnichiwa. One of the first one, because without love, what can we do? What can we be, right? So love has amethyst, has rose quartz, and has oxytocin. And oxytocin. So I wrote this one. A combination elixir to warm the heart and open one's mind to the suffering of humanity. This elixir is for the person who is desperate as well for relationship. If you are coming to the Mind, Body, Spirit, I'm going to do main stage on the Friday and Saturday. I'll be talking about the elements and how to connect and to connect to your soul via your elements. So I'll connect us to the inner child, to the higher self, inner child, feminine, masculine, and dark side. So we're going to do that work. That will be on the Friday and Saturday at 11 o'clock till 12 o'clock. As well, I'll be doing 2 workshops. Today, it's the first time that I'll be doing that. 2 workshops about the jaw, about headaches, migraines, how to help yourself. And that will be on the Friday and the Sunday, 3:30 till 4:30. So both the same time, but different times. So Friday, main stage, and Saturday, 11 till 12. And Saturday and Sunday, 3:30 till 4:30, if you're still there. So whatever works for you. So and of course, I'll have my stand, A45, with beautiful volunteers that I need few more. So if you are free and you've been a client of mine or a student of mine, you've done any of my retreats, I don't want to talk about how good it is. I want you guys to talk how good it is. So I am love. If you're ever thinking, those who love me leave me, I'm craving love so much, yet I am so lonely. I got so hurt in the past, yet I'm still craving love, and I'm desperate for a relationship. So here's the affirmation that I wrote for it. Despite my pain, I am love. I now choose to overcome the pain and reconnect myself into the source of love. I'm going to take some. It is safe for me to be loved by myself and others. Now, this is it. Listen to this. It is safe for me to be loved by myself and others. Okay? So, how easy or hard for you is to be able to receive love? A lot of us here are givers, givers, givers. Is it easy for you to receive love? Or is it so much easier to give? I know for me it's easier to give. But I'm learning to receive love. It's hard. It's really hard for me. It's not simple. So amethyst is desperate need for love. Heartache from being detached from loved ones or society. How many of you have detached themselves from society, right? At least during COVID, people have isolated themselves, and as such. It's a classic remedy for Victorian concept of dying from a broken heart. It has oxytocin, a remedy which helps restore connectedness to others. It's the hormone that produces when pregnant. It restored connection to love. Hey, Sarah. Hi, Erin. And rose quartz, craving for love and connection and the need to fall in love. I know, I'm in love with love. So this is for the heart chakra, and which is pink and located at the center of the chest. And by the way, speaking of the heart chakra, I am now amidst the planning of the Hawaii retreat. And I'm not saying just Maui anymore because it's the Hawaii. I'm going to take us to 3 islands. I'm going to go to Molokai, which is the heart of Hawaii, which is only an island by invitation. Invitation only. We're going to go to the Halava Valley and talk stories and such. Beautiful shamans and kumus, as they are called in the Hawaiian language. And we're going to go to Maui, which is the heart of the world, and connect with beautiful, amazing locals and the original owners of the land. And we're going to do it in a way more deeper connection. I'm going to give back as well. And going to the amazing Volcano Hale Kala. Tongue twist at the moment, please forgive me. And then we're going to go to Oahu and to go to North Shore. We're going to go to the Turtle Bay. We're going to do a big trip. We're going to go to the Palace of the Queen, please God, everything. It's going to be amazing. And as well, each one of them we will have local teachers, local kumus that will be with us and with the blessing of the land. So this is not your average Duke. What do they drink there? Mai Tai or margaritas? You can do that after the retreat or before. But when we're there, it's an alcohol-free, it's spiritual high, and it is so much commitment to yourself. Because what is happening in those sacred lands, they will spit you if you are not connecting. And I'm only taking for Hawaii 12 people at this stage. That's it. And when we are connecting through that amazing energy, you're not going to be the same person when you come back. So I am in the midst of the calculation and cultivation and organizing. So that is with the help of God. It will be the most amazing. So how are we going to bring back our energy? Are you ready to bring your energy? Have you left your energy in any relationship? Have you left your energy in any workplace? Have you left your energy even with your family home? Have you left your energy maybe at an old country in a different place? Let's bring everything back here, and we will bring it into this energy of strength and purification. You ready to do that? Hey, Robin. Ready to do that? Let's do that. Whomever is still here, you're welcome to be, to stay. So let's do this. Imagine that there is, excuse me. See, that's what I mean. Imagine that there is like a car wash, but we are not the car wash. We are just standing under a waterfall, or like a little water or light energy. And we are summoning all our energy to come back from wherever it is, okay? And where is it? It could be in a relationship. It could be that you can't move on from an old lover, from an old relationship. Take your energy back. Cut it away. Take it back, okay? Are you ready to do that? I need to see some thumbs up and love hearts to see that if you want to do that. Yes? Any energy somewhere? Do you want your energy back? Tick, 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 tick. Opa. I see a few. What about here? Tack, 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 tack. Yes. Bring it. So, how are we going to do that? Let us, beautiful. Let us, hi Nicole, thank you for connecting. Let's do this way. First of all, I love God. So let's just start with beautiful God and say, dear God, I wish now to connect and bring back, cultivate all my energy, all my pure energy, all my connected energy, any energy that I have left anywhere, through love, through contract, through vow, through stress, through commitment that hasn't served my energy. I would like now to call into all my energy back. I summon my energy back Nobody can own it. Nobody can hold it, right? And even if you're in a loving relationship, it's your energy back. You are sharing your energy. You're not giving it away. Because if you give away, here, take my finger. What will it do? The wedding finger does the commitment, but it doesn't mean that it's the other person's finger. You will give them the hand, the body, the heart, but it's still yours. Do you understand what I mean? So let's bring the energy back. So again, dear God, I summon my energy back. Please come to me in its most purified form. You can close your eyes or not. You just bring it back. So where has it been? Has it been in a relationship? Old relationship? Has it been in a place, in a state, in a country, in a workplace? Someone upset you? Someone distorted you? Someone took away from you? Someone abused you physically, emotionally, mentally, spiritually, sexually, financially? Bring it back. Did you leave your energy with someone with hope that they will reciprocate it? Have you invested in someone your energy hoping that they will give it back? And they haven't. So there hasn't been a circulation of energy and you just end up giving. Boop, boop, boop. Bring it back. Bring it back to yourself. Bring it back to your energy. Bring it back to home. But bring it back purified. We want to purify the energy. We want to bring it clear. We don't want to have it in any way. How do we know? Let's add some sparkles. Let's add some gold, silver, sparkles. Sparkly energy that will come through and will make you the most amazing person that can be. Bring it. Breathe in, breathe out. I only allow purified energy to come through my energy field. Anything that is not love and light, go away. Any attachment that I might have created in relationship, being severed. Anything that is not being reciprocated, released, transmuted, transformed. And now we are allowing only love and light to come through. Any fear, shame, blame, guilt, shalom. Get fucked. Get away from my energy. You're not welcomed. And I will protect it with my sword as necessary. Let us take the sword and cut. Let us cut all the energy. Let's cut. I'm cutting for you as well. Any negative energy with the sword, cutting. Releasing any cords, visible, invisible, karmic. We are releasing all negative energy that connects to our energy. Release it. Thanks, goodbye, no thank you. You are released. And as you are letting it go, and today is the evening of Yom Kippurim, the Day of Atonement. If you can go to the beach or if you can connect to the beach, to the air of the sea, emptying your pocket, emptying your stress, emptying all the things that you want to repent on. God will forgive you, but you need to put attention to it. Real attention and real remorse. And you will be forgiven because you are love. Because you are love. Your essence is love. So transmute and connect to the godly love. God is love. In Hebrew, Echad, there is only one God. Echad, the word Echad, is equal to Ahava. And Ahava is one. Both of them are 13. Primary number. It is one. God is one. Love is one. And one is what you are. Not distorted or having stress or having things that doesn't serve you anymore. Does that make sense? Now, to make it easy for you, why don't you transmute your shower, daily shower, I hope daily shower to a waterfall. And this waterfall will be filled with sparkles, will be filled with gold and diamond. and silver and speckles, whatever you want. But it will be your daily cleanse. So auto set it in your head. You can say it with me now. My shower is my private waterfall. As I enter to the shower, I cleanse my body physically, emotionally, mentally, and spiritually. My auric field is now being sparkling. Yep. And you're clearing it and you're shifting it away. Any questions? Do you feel a little bit lighter? And we need to forgive others. Just forgive, release them. If you don't forgive them, you're carrying them with you. They did this and this to me, and they did this and this to me. And so who's clearing it? Who's holding it? You are. Remember what the Buddha said. I think it was Buddha. If not, we'll give it to him, right? He said, when you're planning a revenge, dig 2 graves, one for you, one for them. Because you're the one who's carrying it. So let's release the burden. We don't want it. They were already annoying us. So why do we still have to carry it? And those who are close to me, they know if I'm annoyed with something and I keep I will it until I will find the reason for it, the source of it, the core of it. Then I can work it out. Then I find the pattern and then I release it. And then I don't need to talk about it anymore. So Amanda, find the pattern. Find who is the core. Remember in my book, when I'm writing in my book, 28 Lessons in Self-Mastery, if you don't have it yet, call me. I'll send it to you. It's only $30 instead of $35. And I write there. Find that pattern. If someone annoys you, find who do they remind you of. You remind me of my auntie, or you remind me of... I'm like, immediately, is that a good thing or a bad thing? Were they nice to you or not? Am I going to have trouble with this friendship or relationship or whatever it is? Or can I just enjoy and have fun? You know what I mean? So listen to yourself. If they irritate you, why are they irritating you? If they're not, go and have fun. Does that make sense? And do you have any questions? Questions? You don't need to hold on to it, Amanda. Remember Katatuja. Speaking of Uluru, for those who are considering, there's only 20 spots. Already few have been filled. I have added Kings Canyon. So for those who have been and want to come again, I've added Kings Canyon. It's going to be another amazing journey, a full day of traveling to Kings Canyon, doing a trip there, going into the Paradise Garden. I'll be conducting meditation there. We will meet a local indigenous guide in that region, which is a different region from the Uluru region, and it's going to be amazing. So I'm still working on the plan for that one too, for those people who are interested in the Uluru trip. Epic experience. So yes. Anyway, so any questions? Hi Ksenia, привет. It's going to be epic, I promise you. Can I put the rose quartz and amethyst together under my pillow? Of course, they work well together. Of course, it's love and it's the crown. And you can add as well black tourmaline, and then you have all the chakras connected. Yes? Okay. So, who wants to have... You're welcome. Erin, how are you? Who wants to have a card from my deck of cards, from Survive to Thrive by yours truly? Do you think that I should write my book already? From Survive to Thrive. Can someone just close me in a little apartment on the beach and I can just finish the book and finish my next 2 books? So, Instagram are first. And let us do this. And let us do this. And let's finish it. Do You know Michelle from Atlanta, the one that came to the original Uluru, Michelle Lee. She's like, I keep getting those messages. אילנה, שלום, התחלנו לפני 45 דקות, תכף גומרים. I get messages from Michelle, who did the course probably 5 years ago, maybe, at least. And she's telling me, Sharon, when are you going to write book number 2? I've read this book already a few times. I needed to write number 2. She's, by the way, flying to the Hawaii one. She's like, I don't know how many people you have on the bus, but leave me a spot. So, I know. Very, very funny, very good. Anyway, so starting here with Insta. Thank you. Ready? You have no idea. You have no idea. All right, so who was first? Amanda, you were first. Yep. Amanda was first, so here we go. Amanda, the card for you is self-love. Self-love. לא ראיתי. יופי, מעולה. Self-love. Ready? I am now willing, ready, and able to express my self-love at any given moment. Well done. Keep doing it. For Amy, Amanda is breaking free. Breaking free. I am now willing, ready, and able to thrive. I am now willing, ready, and able, and that's good for a year 12 person who is about to start all their exams. Ksenia, the card for you is empowerment, Ksenia. Excuse me. I am now willing, ready, and able to empower myself and others. I am now willing, ready, and able to empower myself and others. Elena, the card for you. If you want a card, say yes. Elena, reassess and conscience. Reassess and conscience. I am now willing, ready, and able to assess my life and to find my true calling. And to find my true calling. Naomi, your card is processing. You're processing. Beside of your AI hair colors, my processing methods are fast and accurate. My brain is now enjoying this freedom. Wonderful. Rochelle, your card is self-acceptance. Self-acceptance. I am now willing, ready, and able to accept myself and others. I am now willing, ready, and able to accept myself and others. Batch 59, your card is universal love. Universal love. The card is, I now feel universal love in every cell of my body. I now feel universal love in every cell of my body. Su Cheng, your card is wanting to change. Wanting to change. I now realize that change is important to my evolution. It is safe to change. It is safe to change. Amazing. If anyone else would like a card, I don't know, it looks as if it's not moving anymore. You're welcome. Okay, anyone else here would like a card? Julianne, the card for you is success. Maybe it's going to be amazing. I am now willing, ready, and able to create new pathways to success. I have the magic touch. All right, coming back here to Facebook, and if someone else I haven't read, right. You're welcome. Catherine, you're the first one here. So the card for you, Catherine, is enlightenment. Ask your daughter, when can you come? I am in the light. I am the light. I now share the light. I am in the light. I am the light. I now share the light. Beautiful. Sandra, your card is cooling down, cooling down. I no longer feel overly hot and my body temperature is perfect. I am now cool, calm, and collected. And by the way, the TV series that I was talking about, Amanda, I'm sorry I didn't say, is a discovery of a witch. It's actually on Binge and on Foxtel. And it's based on a book by Deborah Harkness. And it's talking about what's the other parts that are there that we don't talk about, like vampires, witches, demons. And it's the symbiosis between all of them and how all the elements are connected and how still everything and everyone are thriving for the goodness and our karmic law that makes everything and everyone. Robin, the card for you is depressed yet determined. Do you miss your man? I am now willing, ready, and able to do my absolute best at any given moment. I am now willing, ready, and able to do my absolute best at any given moment. And especially in this moment, this is where you need the self-love. This is where you need the self-forgiveness. And by the way, this week, when you do live love, you get 10% off on my website. Or if you're coming to the clinic and you want to get it, just let me know. Nicole, the card for you is refresh. The card for you is refresh. Every cell in my body feel refreshed and energized right here, right now. Every cell in my body now feel refreshed right here, right now. Ilana, the card for you is communication. Communication. I am now willing, ready, and able to express my emotions in a constructive way. I communicate in a higher form of love. Okay, that is very good. Beautiful, beautiful. Anyone else? Francis, one for you. Francis, embrace. I am now willing, ready, and able to embrace my mind, thoughts, and feelings into all positive expression. And for myself, free. I am free to do what I want any of time. I am now free to be in my full potential and self-actualize. I am free to do that. And this is what it's about. And, you know, despite being sick, I actually have a lot of goodness that comes through, and I'm releasing. It's an opportunity to release and let go from things that doesn't serve you anymore. And this is what it's about. How do you make lemonade from lemon? How do you shift the energy? How do you allow yourself, despite the darkness? Remember this one, please, in these harsh times. The darkest moment of the night is just before dawn. The darkest moment of the night is just before dawn. Okay? And I was supposed to do some reels and videos and all of that with my beautiful tan. And now my tan is fading and I haven't done it. Oi, oi, oi. And I do not put fake makeup. I cannot tell you. Let's just do one for in general. Anyone else need a card that I haven't read? Steph, are you still here? Okay, so the general card that I pulled is opening up. Opening up. Say with me if you wish, I am now willing, ready, and able to create new pathways that fulfill me. If it doesn't fulfill you, don't do it. So many of us can do so many things. What makes you happy? I'm qualified to teach 30 courses. Do I want to teach 30 courses? No. I'm happy to teach Reiki. I'm happy to teach my book. I'm happy to teach awareness and connection to the self. I don't want to teach everything that I'm qualified to teach. Not anymore. Been there, done it. Doesn't make me happy. Too much bureaucracy, too much admin, too much paper. Teach it and enjoy it, because that takes away the joy and makes it scattered. So I'm now willing, ready, and able to have and be the joy in my life. Say it with me. I am now willing, ready, and able to have and to be the joy in my life. And that's, of course, attached to love. And that's, of course, attached to whomever you are, however you are, and all of that. Do you have any questions? Thank you. I spoke to my friend, my cousin, and she's like, I'm like, why do you speak like this to your children? She's like, Sharon, you're a teacher. I'm not a teacher. I just tell them what to do. And I'm like, I can guide what to do. I can't tell anyone what to do. So, yes, I enjoy teaching and I enjoy showing other pathways that maybe will connect you more to your true self. And that's why it's the Soul Alchemist. Okay? Do you have any questions? Anything? If not, I shall see you next week. And Sorry, something in my eye. And I just want all of us to enjoy and to have fun. Those who joined me now, just listen to the lesson. I shall see you again next week. I will try to do some other lives. Try to keep it real. And for those who, so 25 years, 16 years, missed you too. So those of you who can perhaps volunteer, I need a couple of more people just to support on my stand. Let me know if you have few free hours, but you must have seen me, been done, because you need to know what you're talking about. Okay. Yalla. Love you all. Take care. Happy atonement, happy purification, happy reconnection to God, to love. Be who you are. I'm going to continue to plan if I have the energy. No, it's 10 o'clock. I'm going to bed. Christy, would you like a card? Where have you been? Christy, the card for you is blame choosing to change. I am now willing, ready, and able to be successful in all that I do. Anyone else that I didn't give? If you're coming to Sydney. No, I'm not coming yet. I used to, but I can't yet. Thank you all. Love you all. I'm here for you, for me, God. Love you all. Take care. Bye-bye.